What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, man. And you're now tuned in to another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365. First, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Support your boy, support the channel, support Fan of Atlanta, man. 365. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment if you got something to say, because your boy always comment back. Falcon fans, I know. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's hard what happened on Sunday. I wasn't able to make a video due to me just having to. It was just a long week for me right now. And today was the best day that I could come out with this video and talk about the game that had happened this past Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys in week 2. And I told you I was gonna watch the game. I had to watch the game late because I was at work, and I was gonna work on that day, and which I did. And just so happened, I did record the game, but just so happened at work I had a lot of free time to watch the game. Well, not a lot of free time, but I had some downtime where I can actually watch the game. And so I decided, like, what? Why not? Let me just watch the game. I know I got to record it at home because I like to watch it. Where I can just fast forward, come through. Watch some things. But I just was able to watch it on my NFL app on my phone, and I'm glad I watched it at work, because if I would have came home and watched that game the way it ended up, going, I would have been upset, man. I would have been upset. So I was upset. Believe me, I was upset. But if I would have came home anticipating us doing our thing, and then if I would have sat through that first half, I'm like, oh man, I probably would have been like, just going crazy. And then this ain't the way we lost that game, I would have been even more upset. So it's a good thing that I watched it at work. My wife know I was mad, man. I couldn't say nothing. I didn't want to watch no more TV. I just wanted to come in the room, hey, just be to myself, man. Cause that game it disappointed me. It disappointed me, And so, but we'll get to that. I want to talk about the game because I wasn't able to talk about it, and I'll also tell y'all who I think is gonna win tonight with the Miami Dolphins at the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I'll tell y'all who I think is gonna win. But then on Saturday I'll definitely do my weekly game picks and weekly matchups and keys to the dub and all that good stuff. But today I just want to focus on this game. This is gonna be a quick video. It ain't much to say. I'm just gonna talk about the game from my perspective. So from what I saw, first half, yes, we got a lot of turnovers back to back to back. Ezekiel Elliott fumble, Dak Prescott fumble. We got a fumble on the kick return or punt return, whichever one I think was a kick return. We just getting fumbles and we getting the ball back, and we're putting it. We're right here in the red zone. We're right here in the red zone. This is the key reason why we lost that game Sunday. We're settling for field goals. We're settling for field goals. I think we get one touchdown out of all 3 of those fumbles that we got in the red zone. We get one field goal. Unacceptable. I'm sorry, not one field goal, one touchdown. That's unacceptable. We cannot be in the red zone and don't come up with the touchdown. We cannot. We have too many weapons. We got Todd Gurley, who needs to run better, but at the same time, we have Todd Gurley. We have Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Hayden Hurst, Matt Ryan slinging that thing, and then you also have Russell Gage. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to get in the end zone. We only have to go 20, pretty much almost 20 yards. And we settle for a field goal. That's unacceptable. Second, but in all, the defense is playing well. The offense, they doing their thing. They getting somewhat of a point. They getting points. And so the game I think had got to like 20-3 or something like that. It was something like that. I can't remember exactly what the score was, but we up by a good little bit. By the time halftime in, I think we up 20-10, 29-10 or something like that. We have a lead, but at one point before halftime, I'm sitting here like looking at that clock, and I'm like, man, it's only the second quarter, And the Falcons, like, they ain't really just, they keep getting the ball, yes, keep getting saved by fumbles, but at the same time, it's a lot of game to go. It's a lot of game to go. So, the Falcons got to hold on to this lead. That's what I keep saying. I'm talking to one of the guys at the job. He's a Falcon fan. And, I didn't know him, but me and him just, we watching the game together. And I'm sitting here like, man, like, bro, we talking like, man, these boys better put this thing in the end zone. They got to put this game away. Don't let these boys come back. That's what we keep saying. So, fast forward, we get to the second half. The Falcons are started. I ended up having to work a little bit, so I wasn't really able to watch a lot of the third quarter. But I come back like a few minutes later after the second half has started, and now it's like a 24-28 or something like that. And I'm saying here like, what happened? Like, how do we let them come back like that? So now I'm like, it's third quarter. Come on, Falcons, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that again. So then I think we end up scoring. We end up scoring because we go up by like like 10 points or something like that. If I can remember right. And because I'm going off the top of the head right now. I'm not even like, I don't have no notes. I don't have nothing. I'm just going off the top of the head based on what I can remember. And, we up by 10 or something like that. Cowboys score a field goal, I think. So now we still up by a touchdown. And then, we score a field goal or something like that. They give us the 30, whatever we were before we got to the fourth quarter. We up 38 to 28 or something like that. We up by 10 points. And then we give up the touchdown on the goal line. Of course, Ezekiel Elliott, he runs it in. Even though we had stopped them 4 plays, I think they went for it on 4th down. I can't remember exactly, but I know they go for it or whatever, and they get the touchdown. Okay, whatever. But then the onside kick. The onside kick really, and before we even get to this onside kick, I know Julio Jones missed a wide open touchdown pass in the end zone. I know. But at the end of the day, yes, he missed the pass. We all have missed pass. We all have did something that we all have, messed up on something or made a mistake on something that we knew was something that we should get. So we all mess up. Nobody's perfect. And yes, the ball was placed right in his hands. Everything was perfect, but okay, he missed the ball. Yes, it sucked because when you look back at it, when you look hindsight, you're like, man, we needed that touchdown. But what about those red zone field goals that we was having in the first half? Nobody talks about that. But we talking about Julio Jones missing a wide open touchdown pass. Okay, so there was opportunities. We had opportunities to put this game away. So we fast forward to this onside kick. I'm looking at it like, bro, get on this ball. Get on this ball. Don't allow them to get the ball. I don't know if the Falcons thought that the Cowboys was punting the ball or the Falcons had them punted the ball, and now they trying to you know how you wait and see how far the ball gonna bounce your way to see what yard line you could put them on. That's what we were doing on the onside kick. We looking like we playing ring around the rosy or duck goose. We in a round circle. It's 5 Falcons out there in a circle, just like who gonna touch it? Who gonna touch it? And it's like, what? I seen a lot of memes. The ball looking like the coronavirus cell, bacteria. Like, and they scared to hop on it because they don't want to get the coronavirus. Like, the Falcons, we have became the laughing stock in the NFL. We have become that team that when teams are down on us, they feel like we gonna come back. We gonna come back. It ain't no problem. We'll be back. They ain't gonna hold this league the whole game. And it's like, come on, man. You already scarred me in the Super Bowl, and I feel like this game hit me worse than that Super Bowl loss. At least in the Super Bowl loss, okay, yes, we're up on the New England Patriots, who nobody expected the Falcons to even get up on the New England Patriots like that. I don't even think nobody really even expected us to be in the Super Bowl and God forbid win the Super Bowl. So nobody expected this. But when we playing the Cowboys, I mean, we kind of like, yes, we not going into the game as the with a odds, like we not winning the odds, but at the same time we shouldn't be losing to the Cowboys like that. We shouldn't be losing to the Cowboys like that. And yes, it's only week 2 because that's how I'm looking at it. It's only week 2. I feel like this team is not a bad team. We just have to put it together. We have to put it together. Also, one thing that stood out to me about this game as well, Ezekiel Elliott was still able to run the ball. Even though they was behind after that first half, they came back out and they still ran the ball. Like they didn't have a sense of urgency. They wasn't passing the ball a lot. They were running the ball like it was just like it was just a normal one, okay, y'all up by a touchdown, we about to drive it down the field. But they continuously ran the ball and made us look like we just weren't even trying to play defense. We have a problem. One thing, the Falcons. Imagine if the Falcons was down and the Cowboys was up. For some reason, the Falcons can never come back on nobody, but everybody can come back on us. And it's not like we up by we up by 12 or 14 points and then they come back on us and they win a game winning drive. No, we be up by 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, and we just let them come back and we don't even put up no points. We weren't even putting up points. That's a problem, man. That's a problem. So that game really made me mad because I'm looking at it and I see us getting hurt. We lost Tat McKinley. Like, we losing players and we getting beat. And we about to lose a game that we should have won. So, at first I was like, you know what, Dan Quinn got to go. Somebody got to answer for that. Dan Quinn got to go. I want to see Rex Ryan. That's who I want to see as the next Falcons head coach because we need to change the attitude. We need to change. We need a coach that's gonna be hard. Dan Quinn is this soft coach who every time we lose games like this, he come into the press conference. We just didn't get it done today. We just gotta look at the film and and we're gonna get to where we want to be. Like, I'm tired of that, man. I'm sick and tired of hearing that. Why don't you just go out there and win the game that you're supposed to be winning? Why we just can't do that? Why when we have a lead, we get so soft? It's like, I hate when we get out to a big start because every time we get out to a big start, now we become tired, and the team that's getting a kick, they give energy. We don't have no energy. It's like, I feel like if I'm winning, I'm gonna have more. I'm not gonna get tired because I'm feeling like, man, I'm having fun out here. But we a team that we don't have fun when we winning. We'll go out there and choke it up. So for me, I really feel like Dan Quinn, this is probably his last season. Do I think that he should be fired right now? No, he shouldn't be fired right now. Because we only in week 2. Give him time to see how this season is gonna go, and then if you get to like week 8 and we still looking like how we looking and we ain't putting up no W's and it don't look like we gonna go anywhere, then okay, you could go ahead and fire Dan Quinn. I would like to fire Dirk Cutter as well if our offense is not putting up more points. Because in reality, if you take away, if you don't have those fumbles that we relied on, would our offense really have put up 39 points? That's the question. Yes, we got a lot of fumbles and we were able to get points, but without those fumbles, would our offense have put up those points? That's the question, because that to me would define what type of offensive coordinator we have, because we have too many weapons on this offense to be up here being held down to 0 points sometimes or to all these field goals. We should be putting up points, especially in the red zone. Now, if we were putting up points in the red zone, you'll have no question from me. But because we wasn't able to put up points in the red zone when we got 3 chances back to back, come on, man. We got to do better. We have to do better. So, for me, like I said, Dan Quinn, this should be his last season unless Dan Quinn get us to the playoffs and actually get us to the Super Bowl. I'm really not seeing off the blanks bringing Dan Quinn back because to me we look too soft. And I think that Dan Quinn got this. He has this perception that we the Seahawks defense, and we're just not. We're never gonna be that Legion of Boom defense because that's a one in a lifetime defense. Can we just be the Atlanta Falcons defense? Can we stop trying to be somebody else? Can we stop trying to be Kyle Shanahan's offense? Can we be Falcons offense? Can we just do that? So some things that stood out to me in the game, the offensive line did a great job of pass blocking like they did in the Seahawks game. They did a great job. Matt Ryan was able to stand up in the pocket, deliver good passes. We just didn't get it done as far as in the run game. The run game still needs some tweaking. I'm tired of us trying to go up the middle with Todd Gurley. Yes, Todd Gurley is a power back, but at the same time, Todd Gurley can be just as effective on the outside if we do some zone runs on the outside. Allow him to make the cuts. When Brian Hill come in, we don't have to try to run up the middle because we just don't have an offensive line that can block like that. We're just not a power running offense. We need to get to the edge. We need to also allow Todd Gurley to get his touches in other ways. Be creative. Be creative. Let me see. Calvin really did a great job. Russell Gage did an awesome job as well. I think they are more fit with Matt Ryan. I heard shout out to Top Billing. I was watching his film breakdown, and he kind of alluded to that. He said, Matt Ryan really. Julio Jones he's a great receiver, but to tell you the truth, Calvin Ridley and Russell Gage, they play more to Matt Ryan's strengths than Julio Jones does. It's just that Julio Jones is so great that he's able to make those catches. But at the same time, if you notice, when Calvin Ridley and Russell Gage get that ball, Matt Ryan be putting it right down the spot, and they able to make plays. They able to be elusive. They able to get the ball in space and do their thing. Whereas Julio Jones, most of the time, Matt Ryan threw it to him, and a lot of times Julio Jones got to pretty much make the catch. He got to go out here and make a spectacular catch. He don't really get those balls where he able to make a play. A lot of times Julio Jones got to catch the ball and try to make something out of nothing. And right now he haven't been able to just be explosive when he have to make something out of nothing. Matt Ryan, for some reason, cannot put it on a dime where Julio Jones can run and go get it, but at the same time have a chance to get some yards out the catch. So I think that really, and I agree with Top Billing. What's his name? Calvin Ridley and Russell Gage. They're better for Matt Ryan. But all in all, I think we played a good game. The defense came to play. We definitely have to work on this secondary. Secondary got to be better. Secondary just got to be better. But other than that, I think we had a good game, even though we lost that game and I was sick. But at the same time, I look forward to. I think we're gonna get this thing together.